While visiting the Feiton continent, you can find an area called Shady Cliff. Inside it, you can find 10 Mokoko Seeds. For the first, start from the bottom left report called the Monastery Plaza. While exploring the left side of the report area, you have to check its top right corner, where you will find a watchtower with a guard on top of it. Approaching the right opened overhanging, you will be able to use the climb down interaction. Then, proceeding a little bit further, near the right edge of the next watchtower, you will find the first Mokoko Seed. For the second, you need to reach the left passage connected with several blue arrows, where you have to check the small side area covered with the blue arrow of the zipline. In fact, you need to use the staircases on the sides of the zipline platform. Then, by approaching the broken side of the bridge, you will be able to jump to the other side. On the right side, near the collapsed staircase, you will be able to interact with the ground. This action will allow you to collect the second Mokoko Seed. For the third, you need to reach the central upper report called the Monastery Castle. From that report area, you have to proceed to the bottom left and check under the blue arrow of the second zipline. In fact, on the sides of the zipline platform, you have to use one of the two staircases. A few steps further, you will find a pile of wood. In front of it, you have to execute the soulful Requiem song. This action will burn the pile of wood away, revealing you the third Mokoko Seed that now you can collect. For the fourth and the fifth, you have to go back to the Monastery Castle report in the central upper part of the map. This time though, from the report location, you have to use the right passage. In the next mine area, you have to check near the central right smaller dark spot. Here you will find a climbing pathway made by some ropes. Approaching it will allow you to use the climb up interaction. Once up here, proceed further until an arrow you can use in order to climb down in the next section. Proceeding further, you will notice a staircase going down on the right side from an NPC that will talk to you. If your courage level is over 300, by approaching this staircase you will be teleported in a secret location. By reaching the end of this passage, you will find the first Mokoko Seed in the top right corner. Now go back in the previous location and slightly to the right from the staircase you will notice a tent. Below it, near a barrel, you will find also the fifth Mokoko Seed. For the sixth, continue exploring the outer quarters location in the top right side of the map. This time though, you have to explore the bottom right side of the area and check the small corner pointed by one of the blue arrows. Once here, along a fenced platform, you will find a small staircase that you will be able to use. In this area outside of the borders, to use the next staircase going down. On the left side from this staircase, in front of some vases, you will find the sixth Mokoko Seed. For the seventh, it's time to reach the tiny passage on the right side of the map, connected with several blue arrows. At the beginning of it, before the first blue arrow, you have to check the rounded area. In the middle of this watchtower, you will find a huge pile of wood. In front of it, execute the soulful Requiem song. This action will remove the wood, revealing the 7th Mokoko Seed underneath. For the 8th, it's time to reach the bottom right report called Shadow Monastery Entrance. Well, you have to check the end of the bottom right passage leading toward the first blue arrows. Once here, you will notice another pile of wood in front of some benches. Again, you will need to use the soulful Requiem song in front of them in order to remove the pile of wood. As a result, you will be able to reach and collect the 8th Mokoko Seed. For the 9th, you have to explore the passage connected with a lot of blue arrows on the left side from the central quarters, where you have to reach the central part of the area and check on the left side from the top left arrow. Here you will find a collapsed roof. Approaching the bottom right side of still standing part of the roof, you will be able to interact with the ground. Doing so will allow you to collect the 9th Mokoko Seed. For the 10th and the last one, it's time to reach the passage between the two bottom reports. Here you will need to check the top right dead end. At the end of this passage, you will find the NPC that will speak to you once you will approach it. Here you will need to use the 6 cooking recipe called Bloody Feast in order to obtain its 9 minutes buff. With this buff, approaching the fence behind the NPC will teleport you in a secret location. Here you will need to go to the bottom right until the 2 arches. Hidden behind their central pillar you will find the tents and the last Mokoko Seed.